I was wrong, guys. I was wrong. Welcome. We're doing a Mythic Zero here of Halls of Atonement, and we're going to be talking in today's video all about the Fury Warrior. Because my goodness, was this a spec which I completely overlooked and which is an absolute monstrous ton of fun. I wouldn't quite apologize, I guess, for rating this spec fairly low in the beta. I remember when I did the beta videos on this, it was one of the most popular. Can I fear that? I don't know if I got it. Yeah, we did. Someone else got it. It was one of the most popular videos. But at the time, I really did not enjoy the Fury Warrior. I did not really see the points, and I didn't recommend that people played it. And now that criticism centered around a couple of different things. The main one being that I felt like the Fury Warrior was just always going. It was go, go, go. There were no real high points. It was like a roller coaster that was just going, 100 miles an hour constantly. There were no slowdowns, no moments of anticipation, no low points to accentuate the high points. That is entirely different now on certainly on live servers, certainly with a legendary and with the Covenant choice, which I'm going to show you. You can obviously sort of see the Covenant choice already, but the legendary I want to talk about, which has really changed my view on this spec, is the signet of tormented kings. You're going to see it tracked in these two things here. I'm just going to kick this. There we go. You're going to see it tracked there. But what does this do? And this is so goddamn good. Whenever we use Bladestorm or Recklessness, okay, we will trigger either Bladestorm, Recklessness, or Avatar randomly. Okay, at slightly reduced effectiveness, but it's going to trigger one of those randomly. So Recklessness is our main cooldown, 1.5 minute cooldown. That it doubles our rage generation and gives us 20% crit chance. I have a conduit, makes it last slightly longer. Bladestorm is a 1 minute cooldown. This generates 25 rage, 3.6 second channel. We do a chunk of damage in AoE. I'm not going to pop my CDs here on this pack because it's almost dead. But yeah, what this legendary basically does, which is just absolutely insanely fun, is it takes those cooldowns, which are only okay by themselves, and it turns them into something that's just awesome. So here, if I pop this, there we go. We just got Avatar as well. So we're getting an additional 20% damage done, guys, on everything that we're doing right now. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. So good. And it feels so satisfying. If I pop Bladestorm, we just popped Recklessness as well. So that Bladestorm just generated us tons of rage, which is going to enable us to then pump out way more damage. And yeah, it's so good. We're going to give a shout to our group battle shout, or whatever it's called, to just give our team some survivability here. But yeah, it basically turns the spec, in my opinion, from what was, I stand by, a relatively uninteresting spec into a spec which has these massive high points by enhancing those cooldowns. And yeah, you can just split them up, and they're such short CDs, and we're running as well, guys, with anger management, where every 20 rage we spend reduces the cooldown on Recklessness. So we've got Recklessness right back again already. Phenomenal. Really, really good. And we can just play around this in a number of different ways and just have an awesome time. So we'll hit these guys with the spear. Maybe a little overkill, that's okay. Whatever, we're just gonna blast. This is what's so fun though. We're just blasting all the time. There's never a point where we're not blasting, it feels like, but that blastingness, it feels like it comes from our own doing. So here we go. We're gonna Bladestorm. We're gonna get Avatar with it this time. One thing which is important, and you'll notice me trying to do it, and it can be hard to remember, especially when we're commentating here. You definitely want to get into enrage first. Okay, so we enrage. We can guarantee an enrage with fresh meat. Bloodthirst always enrages the first time we use it on a target. So we're going to try to use that to guarantee we get into enrage. With our mastery, we currently get 20% more damage when enraged. So that's quite important, right? So funny enough, actually, I believe one old way of playing Warrior, for example, here my enrage is going to fall off while we're still Bladestorming, so that's kind of bad. Anyway, but one old thing would be that you would pre-pop your Recklessness for that increased rage as you charged in, because it's off GCD. So you could pop Recklessness, charge in, get a chunk of rage, and be straight into your rotation. Obviously, you can't do that with this legendary, because you could, in theory, do something like, you know, pop Recklessness. Let's actually Blade Storm here for a load of rage regen. Maybe a bit of a waste if we don't have an AoE pull, but yeah, like we could pop Recklessness and then just start Blade Storming. Can't charge in, and everyone's looking at us being like, why is this guy Blade Storming in the back line as we're pulling this raid boss? It makes no sense. Which I think is kind of hilarious. I guess we'll kick that. And yeah, but man, it is fantastic, guys. It is fantastic. Now, the other piece of this puzzle, I am Kyrian, and by the way, I just love the look. That's a big part of it. I think we just look freaking phenomenal. So cool. I believe for Mythic Plus for this sort of scenario, in fact, the meta pick right now is actually Night Fae. I did not want to play Night Fae on this character, though. I could not target the right thing to kick because I'm bad. Because, I'm going to be honest, my priest is Night Fae, and my druid is Night Fae. These are the other two characters I play. I don't want all three characters I play to be Night Fae, so we are Kyrian. But Kyrian is actually phenomenal as well. This is another piece of the puzzle, which again ties into this. The Spear of Bastion. 1 minute cooldown, generates 31 rage with the conduit I have. And this absolutely smacks for a huge chunk of arcane damage in AoE, and then a nice big dot over the next 4 seconds as well. This thing absolutely claps, and guess what? It combos super well too. If I pop Recklessness, instead of giving me 31 rage, it's going to give me 62, right? It's going to give me 62. Oh, hello, we've got friends. Let's pop it right here, and you'll see it in action. I'm actually going to Blade Storm. Yeah, I'm going to pop this. I'm actually going to just pop Blade Storm straight away. It puts us into Recklessness as well, and that's fine. So we're going to do this. Here we go. We actually popped Recklessness, and we got another Blade Storm, which is hilarious. We'll throw the spear. Okay, cool. And then we'll start cleaving. And we probably did big burst damage. Yeah, we did big burst damage. Yeah, we kept up with Tal temporarily. We've kept up with Tal. And Tal he's a properly geared character. I think he out DPS's my main, my priest in dungeons typically now. Of course, this is not a fair comparison because that was all of our burst, and this is like a Mythic 0 where we're going through it very quickly, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, we're 177 eye level, but it feels good. Like, we can really clap. And Fury Warrior really is clapping right now as well. If you guys caught our Mythic Stone Legion General's kill, hardest raid boss of the tier, by the way. So the hardest raid boss in the game right now. Our Fury Warrior, he came second on overall DPS. I think he had Affliction Warlock was first. Then our Fury Warrior, he was second. So he was absolutely pumping, right? He was pumping. And that's sort of where Fury is at the moment. They're doing pretty well. I don't know if I finished the thought, but look here, for example, because I was thinking about that. I popped that before I was enraged, and that was kind of bad. Again, we probably should save some of these CDs for AoE, but this boss is almost dead, so we're just going to dump them out and not really worry about it too much. Not going to worry about it too much. Try not to stand in the Stone Shattering Leap. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Night Fae does tons of damage. They really blast, and obviously Soul Shape is phenomenal. You definitely miss Soul Shape when you don't have Soul Shape, I'll put it like that. Soul Shape is so good. We do have the Kyrian file, which is still good. I just never remember to use it quite yet, which is my bad. Oh, someone was trading mid-fight. That's what I like to hear. We'll go straight into our Blade Storm here. Recklessness, Blade Storm, dirty. Let's just start cleaving around. Beautiful stuff. Enrage me again. There we go. Cleave, cleave, cleave. Everything exploding. Absolutely love it. Cleave and execute. But yeah, I love this Kyrian Spear. It's super fun, just chunks in those cooldowns. And I know a lot of you are probably going, why are you not Venthyr? Why are you not condemning everything? And truthfully, you know, I don't know. I just don't really miss it. I don't really... Oh god, this is getting spicy. Oh, this is getting spicy. I don't really miss it. That's the truth. I do not really miss it. We're going to overcap here, but that's okay. I tried to tab target to kick the collect sins, but I targeted the wrong thing, so I'm stupid. But yeah, condemn, it just lets you do your execute rotation, you know, when targets are high in health, and that's fine. I personally much prefer having just this big active ability because it's so satisfying. It claps so hard, and it can give you so much rage as well. It's just so dirty. It's so good. So yeah, I prefer it. I have to say I do prefer it, and that's why I've gone the way I have. We'll kick Volley of Power. I was going to... I was initially intending with this character to go Necrolord. But the issue I had with Necrolord was simply that it did not feel very good. I don't have a kick. It only just barely came back. This is not so hot, huh? I don't have my Rallying Cry either. I wonder if I should have brought it to like a closer one. That might have made a difference. Oh, I popped Reckless, but we died. Yeah, it just Necrolord. It's awesome for Protection Warrior, but it just didn't feel good on the DPS specs that I played. You know, in an organized group, it would be good, but in most groups, it's not, you know? Like, you'll pop your banner, which buffs you and 2 other people. If you're the tank, it's fine, because you're the tank and it's easy to hit, like, a couple of DPS or whatever. But as the DPS, trying to hit the other 2 DPS and not hit the tank or the healer, that was a whole lot of stress. To be completely honest, we need to wait for the Paladin to res us, otherwise... you res at the entrance like he did. You start all the way back there. Yeah, nice. But yeah, so that's sort of my thoughts on the Covenants. I might switch and give the other ones a try at some point, but right now, loving the Kyrian story, love the Spear Bastion. And yeah, just loving the playstyle of this so far. I have to say as well, I have to say, I didn't really pick up on this on my Druid for whatever reason, but playing through this now on this Warrior, I do feel like that the Renown thing works great. Oh, there we go, Renown 24. This works super well now. Now that all the weekly, the gating is gone, this works great now. I think we can surely just blow up the boss now. I do want to pad, but I will resist the urge. That's a lie. I am still going to pad. I don't even care. I will pad a little bit. It's probably good for my DPS to pad. But yeah, you know, just going to Renown, every single calling gives me Renown. I think I did 1 wing of LF4 to get this, as soon as I got the item level, so I could get this legendary recipe. That gave me Renown. Oh, he's healing. He's healing. He didn't heal that much. I think every single boss almost gave me Renown. Yeah, just it's good. Every time you do a Covenant campaign chapter, you get Renown. I pretty much on this character, I did a few battlegrounds to get 1 weapon, which I've slightly upgraded just because I didn't have any weapons at all. And then I'm mostly wearing Covenant gear. I've got 5 pieces of the Covenant gear. I bought the Dark Moon deck. I don't know if it's good or not. I have some random trinket from, I think, a World Quest or something. Overflowing Ember Mirror, which gives me a shield, but I don't know. It's just there, right? It's just there. But yeah, that's mostly what we're wearing. And it's been a great time, right? Just doing some World Quests here or there for the callings, doing a few BGs. Like, we're just blasting through. It's awesome. And the progress is solid. The progress is solid. It feels good. I feel like my one major criticism that I'm noticing now, or one thing I would like to see additionally, because I think the Renown stuff, as it is now, it does work well. But one of the things that one of the things, I don't know how you're supposed to deal with that as a melee, to be completely honest. Can you tell which order he's going to suck him in? You can see which way they're going to throw because they look in that direction. Of course, he's doing a Ritual of Woe. Let's intercept that. We'll pop Rally and Cry, help us stabilize through this. What was I saying? I don't even remember. But I would like some more consistent ways to just be pursuing loot. Like, I would love a conquest style system for just PvE gear so that I know there's guaranteed pieces I'm working towards. It might take time, but I know I'm going to make that progress rather than be relying on just random drops from like the Great Vault or Mythic Plus or whatever, and then upgrading random drops. I like to have something more consistent, but the general experience as a new player is pretty awesome at 60 these days. It's pretty awesome, right? You've got all your campaign to go through, constant source of gear. You can get anima, you can upgrade your Covenant gear, you can get into LF4, you can get ready to get into dungeons, you can get geared for PvP. The PvP gearing in particular is awesome, so there is stuff going on there, I think. But guys, this was a quick run just through Mythic 0 here on Fury Warrior. Like I said, this spec is super fun. Their whole whirlwind mechanic, I didn't really talk about it, but when you whirlwind and you hit something, it makes your next two, I can even show you the thing. It makes your next two things, can I even see it here actually? Maybe not. Does it say it on Whirlwind too? Okay, yeah. Your next two single target melee attacks will strike up to 4 additional targets for 45% damage, right? So you kind of just every third spell needs to be a whirlwind, and then you can whatever cleave your rampages, you can cleave your executes, all that good stuff. It's a really fun and fast-paced AoE spec. And yeah, then these additions, the signet in particular, this signet just completely revamping how your cooldowns work and just making them super impactful, which completely fixes the main problem I had with Fury before that, in the beta, right? When I was playing it and leveling it up and we didn't have access to legendaries at that time when I did that video, and it was just kind of dull. This makes it so much more exciting. It's a great spec, guys. It's really good and it claps. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Let me know again what you also thought. The video structure was this good? Was it fun? Was I a bit all over the place? Let me know. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.